If I had to start again with zero today, I think I'd make money faster than I did the first time. Not because AI is better, not because there are more opportunities, and definitely not because I'm smarter. I'd make money faster because now I know what I'd ignore. And honestly, that surprised me, because if you'd asked me 12 months ago what I'd do if I had to start from scratch, my answer would have been completely different. I would have said, learn AI, learn the tools, stay ahead of the curve, consume everything, be prepared. Now, I think that's one of the fastest ways to stay busy without moving forward. I'm Kendra from Rise Digital Online. I spend my time investigating AI opportunities, online business ideas, trends, side hustles, and all the advice people are being bombarded with every day. Not because I have all the answers, because I'm curious which ideas actually stand up when you look closer. And if you're tired of AI videos telling you the next tool, the next shortcut, or the next big thing is going to change your life, hit subscribe. Because this channel is about something different. It's about figuring out what deserves your attention and what doesn't. Now, here's the first thing I'd do if I started again with zero. I'd stop consuming AI content for 30 days, seriously. A year ago, I would have thought that was ridiculous. Today, I'm not so sure, because the more I've looked into this space, the more I've noticed something strange. The breakthroughs keep changing. The fundamentals don't. Every week there's a new model, a new update, a new workflow, a new opportunity, a new expert telling you everything has changed. But after watching this for months, I started noticing something. The people making progress weren't usually the people consuming the most information. They were the people ignoring most of it. That completely changed how I look at AI. I used to think successful people were better at spotting opportunities. Now I think they're better at ignoring them, and that's a very different skill because most beginners don't have an opportunity problem. They have too many opportunities. The internet has become incredibly good at giving people new directions. It's terrible at helping them stay on one. The second thing I do is stop chasing passive income. This was another belief I had to let go of, because passive income sounds like the destination. It's the dream everyone is selling. Make money while you sleep, work once, get paid forever. But when I started paying attention, I noticed something. Most people chasing passive income have never generated active income, and that's backwards. It's like trying to automate a factory before you've sold your first product. The fantasy is so attractive that people spend years preparing for a future they haven't earned yet. And meanwhile, they never build anything. One of the biggest mindset shifts I've had is this: the internet doesn't reward preparation. It rewards evidence. Evidence that someone wants what you're doing, evidence that you're creating value, evidence that you're solving a problem. The market doesn't care how prepared you feel, it cares what you've actually done. And that leads to the third thing I'd avoid. I'd stop restarting. Because if there's one pattern I've noticed over and over again, it's this. Most people aren't failing, they're restarting. A YouTube channel, then affiliate marketing, then AI services, then digital products, then automation, then something else, then something else, then something else. Every new opportunity feels exciting because it lets you escape the frustration of the current one. But every restart comes with a hidden cost. You lose momentum, and momentum is far more valuable than most people realize. In fact, I think most beginners don't need a better opportunity. They need fewer opportunities. Quick question: what's the biggest thing you've started and then abandoned? A business, a side hustle, a YouTube channel? Drop it in the comments. Because I think nearly everyone watching has something that comes to mind immediately. Now here's the discovery that surprised me most. If I had to start again tomorrow, I wouldn't wait until I felt ready. And this one is personal because I used to think confidence came first. I thought people started because they felt ready. Then I looked closer, and almost every story I found looked the same. People started before they were ready. People launched before they felt qualified. People moved before they felt confident. Then confidence showed up later. The confidence wasn't the cause, it was the result. That completely changed how I think about progress. Because waiting feels productive, research feels productive, planning feels productive, learning feels productive, but sometimes they're just more sophisticated forms of hiding, and that's uncomfortable to admit, especially when you've convinced yourself you're making progress. So if I woke up tomorrow with no audience, no money, no business, and no shortcuts, I wouldn't focus on becoming an AI expert. Because after everything I've investigated, I no longer think success comes from finding the perfect opportunity. I think it comes from removing the distractions that stop you committing to one, which is funny. Because when we started this channel, I thought the answer was hidden inside AI somewhere. A better tool, a better prompt, a better system. Now I'm not convinced. And that made me curious. If ChatGPT is supposed to be so smart, if millions of people are using it for business advice, if it has access to all this information, what would it actually tell someone to do? Not eventually, not after 6 months of preparation, not after learning 20 new tools. What if the goal was simple? Make your first $1,000 online. That's it. So I decided to test it. I asked ChatGPT one question. If you had $0 and wanted to make your first $1,000 online, what would you do? Some of the answers were exactly what I expected. Some genuinely surprised me, and one answer was so obvious I nearly ignored it. Until I realized it might actually be the smartest answer of all. Subscribe before you go. Because in the next video, we're putting ChatGPT on the spot. And after seeing what it came up with, I'm still not sure whether its advice is brilliant or exactly why so many beginners stay stuck.